Nike and the NBA have a big problem. The good news, they know what it is. The bad, nobody's got the balls to fix it. LeBron James and his friends have officially killed Nike and are now bringing down the NBA cash cow with it. And this is why LeBron could never be the GOAT. But let's backtrack a bit. You see, Nike is America and actually the world's largest shoe brand. But they have a problem. It all started this year when Nike's accountants checked the books and realized declining sales after the first quarter of 2024. I mean, they were doing like COVID numbers, like when no one cared about shoes and apparel and we were all just trying not to die. Yeah, those kind of numbers. So what could be the problem? Well, if you're paying attention, Nike, the writing is on the wall. But what they didn't realize was that the same thing was happening over in the NBA. So is there any kind of connection between the two? Big time stars like LeBron James, Kevin Durant, and Steph Curry are still playing at high levels, but they're also doing something that's killing the game. You see, this is just the tip of the iceberg, but we'll get back there in a minute. The NBA used to be a 5-star dining restaurant. The players were the chefs who prepared fantastic meals, and the fans were happy customers making big sacrifices, but still ready and willing to pay for a world-class meal. But then, something changed, and the chefs started ignoring the recipes, cutting corners and serving burnt and poorly made food. And now, customers who are paying to enjoy a great experience are left frustrated and disappointed. Okay, so the restaurant loses a few patrons. Big deal. So what? Just raise the prices to cover the costs in the meantime. But guess who's now getting the short end of the stick? Third-party food and delivery apps and services. See, because if restaurant NBA ain't giving me the satisfaction I want, why would I pay you extra to deliver food that I don't enjoy anymore? So I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Which sport do you think makes Nike the most money? Basketball. Through merchandising and outerwear, Nike leverages the inspiration that players make you feel when you watch the NBA product, making them millions in sales each year. But now this partnership has a problem. Referees are now quickly becoming the main attraction instead of the players. The calls are too strict, and if you breathe too hard in an official's directions, out of the game. And I don't know about you, but as much as I love my team, if LeBron ain't playing, I'm probably not watching that game. There's also a lack of drama on the court. Magic Johnson said it best. The players just don't hate each other anymore. Everyone likes each other, everyone's dapping up, and they don't go really hard anymore. Bro, growing up a Jordan fan, the real GOAT absolutely hated Isaiah Thomas and the Detroit Pistons. They stood in his way for years, physically abusing him and denying him a championship. They even had unspoken rules to punish him every time they played. And don't even get me started on the Knicks in the early 90s and Reggie Miller and the Pacers in the second championship run. I'm still getting the chills just thinking about Reggie draining buzzer beater threes and sending it back to Chicago for Game 7. I mean, we all know who's going to win, but still, that's what sports is supposed to make you feel. Adrenaline, goosebumps. But now, realistically though, how can we talk about rivalries when players switch teams like they do gym shorts? Kevin Durant was asked during the Dwayne Wade statue reveal in Miami if he ever thought that he would get a statue. And his response was something like, "That's for guys who spend almost their whole career in one place. That's not me, so it's probably never gonna happen." I mean, even the players get it. If you keep pressing the reset button every couple of years, you end up with a watery mixture instead of a strong brew. And don't even get me started on the gameplay and the three-point shot. Oh my God, it's the worst. Players on the court turn into spectators watching 2 or 3 guys throw up 3 after 3 after 3, and fans are in the stands and at home are wondering how they spent their money on this, on such a horrible product. Let's be real, the inmates are running the prison. James Harden and KD are the stockbrokers of demanding trades. Kawhi Leonard should be arrested for theft for as much as he's being paid to sit on the bench and do nothing every year. Zion Williamson is actually a professional taste tester, and Paul George must be a broadcaster in disguise, because the podcast versus the games, I don't know, bro. Get on the court and start playing some ball. But the biggest offender, you guessed it, the kid, LeBron James. If you caught that kid reference, just give me a like. If you didn't, then just Google it. Many basketball fans, including myself, just want LeBron to retire. And no, it's not a jealousy thing or hating on him, but I mean, as the official face of the game, LeBron has been offering us horrible representation. Between overruling his coaches and flopping and crying for calls, is bringing down the standard of the game, bro. See, it's one thing when you overrule your coach and it works out in the team's favor and you win. Or when you argue a call and the defender actually fouled you, yeah, you have a legitimate point. But as it stands, bro, you're making the game look pathetic. But what hurts me the most, as a fan of the sport and as a father, is the way that LeBron is subjecting his son to such public scrutiny and embarrassment. Bro, Bronny wasn't even the best at USC. How is it that he's now playing for the Lakers? Just because LeBron is his dad? Come on, dog. I mean, yeah, I get it. Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. played together. But in this case, Ken Griffey Jr. was the real kid. There goes that like button again. I mean, I get it, but bro, the nepotism is unreal and it's killing the game. Now, I know what you're thinking. I'm just a Knicks fan hating on LeBron, and you really just want to know how Nike fits into all of this. I'll tell you. Remember the problem I mentioned earlier? People are blaming Nike for their prices, but the reason that Nike could set these prices and get away with them is because the NBA, Nike's biggest corporate partner and moneymaker, had such an awesome product that their brand kind of justified the prices. When you think about the fact that the players themselves seem to be more interested in other forms of entertainment than being the entertainment themselves, the fans and the consumers of the products that they promote have absolutely no reason to feel any obligation or emotional attachment at all. Think about it.